Hey y'all, hope everybody's doing well. Hope you're all safe. We got that the polar vortex hit Kentucky, and where we're at, because I know it changed quite a bit based off what part of the state you're in, and even just 20-30 miles difference made a big difference in the storm. We don't get a whole lot of snow here in our region, not normally. Most winters we may have just gotten as much in one storm as we typically get in a whole winter. So we got about 6 or 7 inches of snow, I believe. But then on top of it, let me see if I can break some of it off. On top of it, we got about 3/8, it's more probably about 3/8 of an inch thick of ice on top of it. And when you walk, let me show you here, spin you around, back up a little bit. So, having to, normal stuff, having to kind of scrape the snow away. But then look how dark it is in here. I'm actually very happy that something here is going on with our door. It's off to the side compared to normal. It's shifted over for some reason. I'm going to figure out what's going on there. I've had to do this before. Now I'm going to have to do it again this morning. I take a soft broom, and I'm going to have to knock all this off of the top of the hoop. We're supposed to get another 2 to 3 inches of snow later this morning, later today. So I've also got to get in here, got to get their nesting boxes down. You can see I still have some work to do on these nesting perches. When they go up, they don't stay well, and the chickens are able to get up in there easily. But a lot to do this morning. Yeah, something happened with our door. It's leaning off to the side. Not sure what's happened. It was not like that yesterday evening when we left up here. Oh well. But main thing, I got to feed everything, but we've also got to get all this stuff up off the top. Try and get some of the weight off this plastic and allow more light to come in here. I don't think the solar charger is going to work like this. Check that out. Solar panel covered. See if we can get the button to click off. I think it did. But everything's cold. It's pretty. Starting to snow again. It's tough to walk on this stuff though. You see the ice. There's probably a good 1/4 inch on that tree. I've been finding more like 3/8 inch on stuff that's flat. Alright, so we're bringing some hay down here. Caspian's the only one that's intrigued by it. The others, not so much. I am going to put a little bit of it underneath their shelter, kind of as a straw. If they eat it, they eat it. If they don't, that's fine. I was watching even yesterday while it was snowing really good. They were just out here walking around, checking everything out. Their coats, their winter coats right now are super thick. So, and I've been washing them for a little bit. The sheep actually seem fairly comfortable. But I mentioned in another video, we got their shelters here. We kind of positioned it so that the wind, we kind of made a little bit of a T, blocking some of the wind so they don't get much there. But we're leaving some of the additional area open so that if they needed, they could get underneath the cedar thicket. I don't know, I haven't seen them do it yet, but it just made me feel more comfortable. It may not be needed at all where they've got these here, but I wanted to give them options. So the sheep aren't used to hay. This is the first bale of hay I've had to put out for the sheep this year. And it's what, January 6th, something like that. They've been eating grass up until now. So I'll be curious to see how they do with once the snow stops and kind of goes from there. The only part that's tricky, a lot of times they will paw through the snow and eat the grass underneath, but this snow has about 3/8 of an inch or so, somewhere in that ballpark, of ice on top of it. So that makes things a little bit more complicated. Either way, we got some hay for them, keep them happy and healthy, and go from there. Just came in from outside. It is very cold, and more snow's coming in. Big chore for this morning is, and this is all before I start my normal job, working from home. You can see the hoop house really dark right now compared to normal. We got all that snow and ice on top. And I've only done one section, and it was very difficult to get off there. I've done this before when we haven't had ice, and it's not so bad. But this thick of snow with the ice is a bit more challenging. I'm going to point it up there to get it off the hoop house. I'm mainly wanting to get it off there because I don't want the weight on there for too long. I also want more sunlight to be able to come in here, keep all the animals warmer. But it's going to be a heck of a workout. So, this is going to be exhausting. Trick is to get that snow and ice off there without busting a hole through the plastic. There's already a few small holes. This is our third year, I think. Yeah, third year with this plastic. So it's already got a few holes that we've had to patch. But that's the tricky spot, is to get this all off there without poking a hole. I found that using one of these big push brooms and just using the bristles for the most part, kind of the flat side of the bristles has worked fairly well. I've never busted a hole through it that I know of, but it could easily be done. Probably will be done. And that section there is only 4 feet wide. So there's only 14 more sections to go. Or I guess 13. I guess I got 2 sections somewhat completed. They're not even all the way done. There's no way I get all this done this morning. But if I can get some of it off here, it would help. So I've been working for about a half hour. And I've managed to get maybe a third of this done. So, and I'm not able to get all of it off there. I'm getting the majority of the weight off. This snow and ice combination is quite heavy. So, getting it off here is helping. You can see the difference there. It makes it a little bit easier to see the difference. But it is a really good workout. I've tried the broom. Pushing up with the broom works. The other thing, I was getting up on a ladder so I could get right up to it and push it, but that actually seemed to be harder and taking longer to do. And that also required moving the ladder every few feet. So I think I'm just going to keep going with the broom. I really can't think of another method with anything that we happen to have here on hand that would be able to get this off here better. So it's just going to take a while pushing this all off with the broom, but it is allowing a little bit more light to come in here. It's lighting things up, which should help warm it up in here just a little bit. I don't know if we'll see the sun at all today, but I doubt it, but it should still help a little bit. Yeah. And two of the girls, I guess, we're coming up here to help. I don't think our youngest is handling this. And when I say help, I mean in air quotes, help. She is not happy. Yeah, I don't see this happening now, girl. Hey, sweetie. All right.